hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video about my makeup inventory, I guess. Sharing the numbers of each category that I own and the goals for them and if I think they're reachable. I find these so fascinating because everyone's numbers are so different, and I'd like to do this kind of on a yearly basis and see in a year's time if I have done better or not. For the last year, since May last year, I have been on a no-buy, so I haven't been buying any makeup. The only products I bought are probably, actually I didn't buy anything. I think I got gifted at Christmas a palette and some other goodies, but yeah, they are all in here. So I've written them down in a list on my laptop, which is just here. So if I'm looking down, that is what I am looking at. Yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and into my numbers. So firstly, we have got face powders, and my goal for face powders is to have 5. And I currently have 4. So when I first started my no-buy in last March, I had I think 6 or 7 powders, and I've managed to finish a few through my project planning abilities, which has been really, really great. So yeah, I'm currently at 4. I could buy another one if I wanted to, because my no-buy basically means that I can't buy anything unless it goes towards a goal or is a necessity. It's not really a necessity that I need to buy another powder. I think once I finish one more of them, I'll probably buy another one. I've currently got 12 foundations. They are all liquid foundations apart from one which is a stick, if that makes sense. I love my foundations. I think at the beginning of March, April last year, I think I had like 16 or 17, and we're now down to 12, which I think is pretty good going. My goal for how many foundations I own is 5, so a long way to go. I do use all my foundations currently, and I'm trying to get through them to finish some of them off to get closer to that goal. Next we have got concealers. I have 9 of them, which is insane. I barely, if at all, use concealers. I like to think that I am going to use them, but they're always too dark for me. I'm far too pale to wear concealers. They always turn up too orange or dark, never pale enough to do that sort of job, because I'm so pale, unfortunately. So yeah, I have 9 of them. I think I would like to probably have 2 or 3 of them in reality, but my concealers are better used, so there we go. I think most of them are liquid concealers. I've got a few that are pencil concealers that I'm not really too sure what to do with, so I've just kind of forgotten about them. But yeah, that is that. Then we go on to bronzers. I have 24 bronzers, and that is also including the individual bronzers that are in a couple of palettes, so they are just the actual shades themselves. Yeah, so I have got 24 of them, and my goal would ideally be to cut this down to at least 5. I think that's going to be very difficult to get to. I've been trying to pan one bronzer for over a year, and it has still not happened yet. So when I have 24 of them, they're going to last me a lifetime. And I've already owned some of them for half of my life. So, and then we go to blushes. We've got 41 blushes, and I'm quite a light-handed user, so I don't use a lot of blush product when I wear blush. So again, I own far too many of these. Ideally, I'd like to have at least 5 of these as well. There we go. It's going to take me a while to finish these, if at all. Then we have got highlighters. I've got 24 of them, and these have been been sitting in my cupboard in this room since I moved into my flat in 2018 up until some point last year, when I realised I could probably bring them into some of my projects and get some good usage out of them. It's been quite interesting. Most of them are powdered, but I do have a few that are cream. And again, I think they will last me a lifetime, if not more. But I'm trying to use it a lot more now. I think every time I wear makeup, I try and remember to pick up a highlighter just so I'm getting some usage out of it. So we've got 7 brow products. Can't remember the specifics of what type of brow products they are, but I think I have some powders, other things. I honestly cannot remember what I've got. But anyway, ideally, I just need to have like 1, maybe 2, just to spice things up a little bit. I don't need to have 7, but that's what I do currently. Okay, on to my eyeliners. So I currently have 15 eyeliners, and ideally I would have 0. I do not wear eyeliner at all, and unfortunately it's been brought into a couple of my projects recently, so I've had to force myself into wearing eyeliner. It does not suit me. It makes my eyeshadow or eyes just look non-existent, and I prefer how it looks without it these days. Yeah, 15. I want to get down to 0. I think some of them probably I need to actually check if they still work, because I think some of them are liquid eyeliners. So, okay, on to the biggest category in my collection, which is eyeshadows. I have 616 individual eyeshadow shades, if that makes sense. So what makes that number up is I have 41 palettes and 37 single eyeshadows. And over the last couple of years, I have managed to finish, I think, 2 eyeshadows. And they were like the first I've ever finished an eyeshadow in my life. So a long way to go here too. Okay, then we have my lip products, but when I say that, I mean like lipsticks, like liquid lipsticks, lip glosses. They're all combined into one. I've got 61 of them all together, and yeah, again, I am really bad at finishing these as well. I just buy them. I think I would need to actually consistently wear the same lip product every single day for a while for me to even be able to finish one of them, to be honest with you. I'm trying to finish a couple of them in one of my projects currently, and it is very difficult, to be honest. Okay, lip salves, because that is different to the lip products. I've got 16 of them, and I don't know why, but I do. Oh, I should probably mention what I want them to go down to. So for eyeshadows, I would love to get down to having up to maximum of 5 palettes, and ideally get rid of all single eyeshadows and just focus on my palettes. For my lip products, ideally I would probably like to get down to having at least 10, because I don't need to have all the ones I own currently. I'm probably sure I have a lot of dupes in my collection as well. So yeah, those are the numbers. I didn't remember to include them, but there they are. Then for the last 2 categories, they're kind of a little bit to the side, but still the same, I guess. So for perfumes, I have 17 perfumes that I currently own, and I'm currently working on 2 of them to try and finish this year. Ideally, I would probably like to have at least 5 of these as well, or even down to just having 1, to be honest. I don't wear perfume on a regular basis, but I do have my favourites, so I think maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, one of my main goals at the moment is to try and finish some of these so I can lessen my load of perfumes that I currently have around my flat. And then finally, my nail polish collection. I think it's going to be very, very surprising. I haven't actually counted these up like properly yet, and the number is not updated in my spreadsheet, so I can't really give you the correct number, but I know it's over, but around 100 nail polishes. It's around that number. I know it's not less, I know it's more than 90. I know it's less than 110. So it's just somewhere in that region, between 90 and 110. I'm fairly certain it's over 100 as well, so yeah, there we go. That is a lot of nail polishes. I do love them, I wear them all the time, and unfortunately I am a huge consumer of hollow taco nail polishes, so my collection is forever expanding. That is my collection in numbers. Maybe one of these days I will show you guys my very complex spreadsheet that I use for everything related to my beauty and my beauty products and my project planning. Like, there's a lot in there, and I've had it for years. I think I first created this spreadsheet back in 2013, so it's been 9 years or so in progress. So yeah, I have a lot, but I also don't have a lot at the same time. Like, a lot of people think I have too much. I think it's just alright, but I also am at the point in my life now where I'm kind of over consuming makeup that others are kind of forcing upon me through like YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. I like what I like, and I am kind of keen on lessening my collection right now. I'm really enjoying it. I don't really have a feel of wanting to buy new products. If I do, then I add them to a wish list that I will eventually get to when I reach one of my goals, whatever those goals are. So yeah, there we go. There is my makeup inventory in numbers. There we go. Maybe one of these days I'll do like a how I track my makeup usages and what I'm using and what I'm not using, and also just how I have had my spreadsheet for over the last like 10 years. But yeah, there we go. I shall see you guys soon. Bye.